I have a severe case of clussy fever. Yo, Cluster, thanks so much for the 35 months. We also have a lot of new people. Hello, hello. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta censor it. But I did draw her. Hold on. Give me like 2 seconds. I can figure this one out. Yeah, just give me like 2 seconds. Here. I want to show this because I actually did draw the clown lady. I don't know who she is, but I got spoiled about one thing about her. But I don't know anything else about the case. It's just, I couldn't avoid it. I genuinely couldn't avoid it because everybody started fucking talking about it. But yeah, hold on. I drew her. Nobody knows what the original tweet was! Ah ha ha ha! Sorry. I'm a fern. If you're about to type the thing that I thought you were, I'd consider you to maybe reevaluate yourself and not ever say shit like that. Then what were you going to say?
Happy 3 months.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Just gonna be lurking and listening.
Please think about the shit you say in my chat. Thank you. Ay, 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 ay. Anyways, let's do the bonus case. Goddamn. Canna, thanks so much for the 3 months. Thank you so much for all of the, Beer of Cali, thank you so much for the 3 months. Thank you so much. Kyo Uni, thanks so much for the 10 months as well. We are on the bonus case. I don't fully remember what the last thing was. But we're just going to continue. Rise from the ashes. Oh God! All right.
Is this the case where you meet Saul Goodman?
I don't remember. Okay, I already talked to her. She was the one who was like just fucking hanging out here. About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card. It's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady? Why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Yeah, I mean... A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme Lunchbox? Wow, it's really crunchy. A box of pickles? Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. What the hell? Okay. Alright. Huh? What the fuck is going on here? This is the kind of room that just screams I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? Want that shield? It takes a real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. Oh no, is this who I think it is? You never tire prying into other people's business, do you? That voice!
This is so out of context for me.
Points! A long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan! Hey! We gotta square up, girl! Hey! That can only be one of us! Come here! My sister introduced us once and... Right, his sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. Oh no! No, did I? No! It was just Mr. Wright here, Hey, don't blame me! We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in the nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That... Yeah, Edgeworth? Edgeworth, are you gonna get in trouble again? That would be my car. What of it? What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. Hey, Edgeworth. So the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? The only thing I think you did is that you need to stop getting into these situations. What's going on, buddy? What is this face you're pulling, dude? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that, I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir! Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise for me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder.
I want Edgeworth to prosecute me if you know what I mean. Aero love.
I want to prostate cute. Drop the joke. Bro, thanks so Again, this sprite is really cute. Stop being so cute. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. And I can understand— whoa, wait, what did you say? Lana Skye is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You, Mr. Edgeworth. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember at the time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established at the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy! Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's got to be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Skye, yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then why? Then why did she step— I'm not sure if I'm happy with this. I don't know if I like this sprite of Edgeworth. It's a little weird. Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was a knife I kept in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Ooh. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Phoenix! That's your boyfriend! That's not a joke! You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Yeah, you do. I'm gonna examine your office. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So?
Hi,
So that K,
excited about
that's—
Overwatch 2. Also, this is my first time giving you money.
Thank you for the 100 biddies. I don't want to destroy your excitement, I think. No, I am not excited for Overwatch 2. I haven't been excited about anything Blizzard has released in the past 3 years. So I'm sorry. Am I bleeding? Hello? Oh, that's a lot of blood. Be right back. Imagine being me. Imagine being an idiot and scratching open a mosquito wound. Oops.
Oh no, I hurt Shin with Overwatch. I will suffer for my sins, lol.
It's okay. I'm dumb. I got stabbed by Edgeworth's edge. K stands for king? You dropped this, king. Yeah, you got a problem with that. I didn't design the thing. King of prosecutors. Kind of like employee of the month, only better. What a cutie. So that's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be the King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors! Please stop saying that. That still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of the shield broken off? You probably didn't like it and threw it. Mr. Edward has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a I don't believe it. He's actually daydreaming on Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool! Sofa hair is cool? Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. Edgeworth! Edgeworth, you've got a fangirl on your hands! Hey, a chessboard! I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. Karate, thank you so much for the 5 months. Sorry, give me a second. On God? Which Ace Attorney is this one? The first one. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edford must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair? No, it's nothing. Oh my god! Ah yes, a metaphor. How gay can these two get? Oh my god. Oh, cute! What a pretty tea set! I got more for the I go for more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing! The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes, and easy to suck someone's dick from underneath. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. What? Huh? I'm sorry, detective. Did I say something stupid? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll see you. And he should! My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right from Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name some... Oh, God. And beside it, a giant steel samurai! Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of this foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée? Absolutely not! I don't think so. Whoa! These are all case files. They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edward wasn't good with heights. We must have someone get them for him. Oh, okay! Game? Edgeworth, talk to me! Are you in an affair with Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets upon that later. Later? Hey, yes, the later. Whoa! What a view! It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. Is it... Phoenix? Alright. Let's see what we... Hold on. Oh. Hey, check it out! There's a metal plate here! It looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow. One guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner? Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. When she said it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. I'm sorry about that. I have some bad news for you. There's nothing here. I can't even... I can get so close to this thing. Ah, yes! The bloody knife! Awesome. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyways? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it up and, roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth in the wild. I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. There's a scary thought. Oh my god! Stop! What is going on with you, Phoenix Wright? Well. So basically this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about this award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? Okay. Oh, okay. He doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. What do you mean? What did I do? No, it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. Buddy! You gotta let... He's such a... It's actually fucking insane. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright! Oh, what? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, I'll take it for sure. I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth, but then my sister would be found guilty. If you size any deeper, I'm going to start getting depressed. Hey. I once dreamed of being a defense attorney a long time ago. What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Yet my path is laid out clearly before me. I have no time to reflect on what might have been. Okay. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of cold cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and award for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise.
People like myself and Mr. Entry pride ourselves in our precision, Mr. Wright.
No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Yikes. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15.
So the murder happened right after you got back?
What right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere.
Ow! Excuse me, but is Mr. Edward anywhere on the premises?
I'm Edward. What is it?
I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all.
Sky, sir? No, sir! No name of that kind, sir! Not in this report, sir!
I think I just heard Edward's lid low.
Mr. Entry's lid isn't on very tight, is it?
I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated.
Sir! But sir! I'm just following orders, sir! They told me to bring this to you! I wasn't aware of the particulars of your,
Give me your name.
Yes! Yes, sir! Meekins, sir! Officer Meekins!
Alright, Officer Meekins? Meekins? Take your report and leave. I don't get the joke of his name. Like meek? Oh, what does meek mean? Oh, wait. Then why are I shouldn't be making him that loud then. It's an oxymoron. Okay. And good luck with that raise next month.
But sir, I didn't know!
Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave up brains and good luck. Why, what? What the fuck? Right. Yes, sir! Guy caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now.
Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright.
The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department, you can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. Okay. Bye, boyfriend. Yeah. I know I probably shouldn't show everything to people, but I want to see if they have dialogue. Oh, wait, I should probably look at this. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime.
The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car.
If only it was held up at the a couple extra lit lights.
He wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair.
Perhaps.
It just goes to show you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light.
Yeah, well. Oops. Okay. I didn't mean to press it! What if I present this?
You said you wanted some hot tea, right?
No, but thanks, you didn't even look at me.
You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse leaves with steam before brewing. I do it, so that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite.
The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Okay. What about the knife? No, okay. Alright, let's see. Oh, God! Alright.
Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office?
Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi. And traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? Oh, no, I hate it!
Disturbing! Why does it undulate like that?
Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot.
Well, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow.
Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him?
Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger.
Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal! What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? For some reason, I thought... I genuinely, in my head, was, like, imagining Gumshoe doing Orange Justice. Like... Specifically, why are you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy, and this is our chance to get information. Hey! I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal! Are you? Are you? Hold on. I might have to get another drink. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case.
Why not?
Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Yeah, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her.
But what if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister?
Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir! Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked.
Huh?
It's a sensitive issue with us these days.
So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh, well, nothing, really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time?
Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into the criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you?
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger Dancer dance down pat.
Ty for all the fun streams, been loving your AA streams and hoping you'll try the others past the trilogy.
Of course, thank you so much. I would love to. Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall?
I think about it, Emma did seem to know the Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Well, what if I show you the evidence? Like, the badge! Detective, here's my attorney's badge. You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their cocks!
Enough said. I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice. Wait, speaking of ID cards, I found the detective's card, didn't I? Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake.
But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs?
Whoa, now I remember! Bruce Goodman! He's a victim! That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
So, found Mr. Edwards' car, stabbed with Mr. Edwards' knife. I would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing. Wait, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened?
You have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth.
Why is Edgeworth always at the, like always in the middle of everything? Like, Edgeworth, I know you're like, whatever.
Hey, that's it!
And I mean no harm since I find this hilarious, but why is the name of a certain bizarre adventure banned in chat?
Because people were very obnoxious about it when I played Persona, and now it's just really funny. Yep, that's literally it. Can't stop getting blasted. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal! Got an award for diligence myself! Oh, congratulations?
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award, even with all the naysayers of the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Oh. Okay. Okay. So this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective like himself, Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But the Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. He's in a tough spot again.
Again?
Well, let's start with the murder of the defense attorney Hammond.
But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses, nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties with department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this all for all of us. Oh. Where can I go? I noticed a defense attorney have a tendency to want to show people things. What is this, a behavioral study of lawyers? Okay. Okay, can't do anything here. Time to go back to Edgeworth! Huh? He's gone! Maybe it's made out of chocolate and its owners took a bite out of it.
It appears to be made out of bronze with gold plating. It's not worth much. $70 tops! I wonder what that big K means. Mysterious.
Well, we already went over that. Well, like a painting, if I was high-grade cashmere, skilled, blah, 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 blah. It's worth around $5,000! $5,000?!
Speaking of which, your soup will be about...
That's enough of that. I don't need my life appraised, thank you very much. Work desk is quite tidy as one might expect.
Easy to use and easy on the eyes.
It's polished so I can see my... I prefer not to have a look at myself while I work.
Hey, your chessboard.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we've... I think... Amazing bouquet, no kidding, he has a card. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, I don't... There's something I'm missing. Did I talk to Gumshoe about everything?
I was wondering about that.
What? The dancing blue badger? It's my what? You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief put together some designs and I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work?
It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so just dances until the battery dies.
Purple badger, fated to dance until he drops.
Blue badger what? And that's all I know about that. It's not official on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who was... What was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No! Jake Marshall is just a regular officer. From West... From what? From where? Sorry, what? From West LA? What? I want to go back! You know, Los Angeles, California. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and I'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Letter of introduction? I'm surprised this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there. Nobody will look at you twice, pal.
I was wondering about that.
The Dancing with the Badger, it's my masterpiece. I hate looking at it. Hold on. Why is this crossed out?
Hey, look here. It looks like something's been crossed out.
Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe.
Let's see, annual bonus, $20. I think a couple zeros are missing.
No, that sounds about right, at least in that detective's case.
Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator.
Wait, can you pull that out? No? It looks like you can pull it out! Let me pull it out! pull-out game is weak! Alright. Hold on, I'm gonna quickly get a drink. I'm so thirsty.
I'm so thirsty.
Lips are chapped! Oh my god, wait, wait, Viz? Aren't you supposed to be asleep? Didn't you say you were, like, majorly tired? Oh my god, Viz, no! No! Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, wait, that's her.
Oh, still here? Hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too.
What happened to the security guard? Hey, what? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh no. Oh no, I can't do this guy's voice. What's wrong? What's wrong? Whoa. Whoa, mama. You're no, I can't do it! I can't do it. You're looking like a dog. I tell you what. I can't do it. It's like a lot of heart all over again. Jake Marshall, strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Yeehaw, partner.
There's something I wanted to ask you.
The scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment.
He's asleep.
Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest?
There's something I wanted to ask you.
The scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. No, not again. Here, okay, you fucking asshole. Yo, bloodstained him. Would you mind reading this for me? Well, it's this. I'll warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Oh, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all offensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then.
Thank you, Officer Marshall.
Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me.
Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher?
Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. What? What? That doesn't sound good. Oh, I say I won't be needing this anymore. I'm hella racist. We love to kill people who don't give us their land. Detective Guy's letter of introduction crumpled and discarded. I see your badge. It looks pretty round. Our badge is a star, a lone star, shining in the nighttime sky. A beam of light illuminating evildoers who come in the darkened night.
Note to self, evildoers are weak against starlight.
Imperialism and genocide. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw, partner.
Yep. And the sheriff's badge. Was that some sort of police passport? This is Detective Goodman's ID card, strangely enough. We found it good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance in this rat hole. If you want distance, get yourself to Texas!
Texas?
This is a tiny little crime scene, a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre?
Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas.
I knew it was all Texas's fault! Yeehaw! There's no better way to study the hang out with the pros! Alright, compadre, count to 3, huh? You gotta do that if you're going to draw. Ah!
Oh, hi, cat. Hi, Rascal. Oh my god. Rascal scared me. He put his claws, like, against my leg. Hi, baby. Are you warm? Hold on, I gotta put him somewhere cool. It's so warm. I think he's dying. Come on. Jesus Christ, it's warm. You gotta do that if you're going to draw evidence in someone. That's what we do in Texas. Remind me never to visit Texas. The toy shield suits the boy well.
What exactly could you shield with that? A toy knife, maybe?
Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth?
You don't like him, right? We get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these.
Let me guess.
Did it have a K for... Oh, wait, hold on, I didn't see it. Hey, do you have used this same shield over and over?
Note to self, the prosecutor's office in criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap.
You know it. They've got it cheaper with every passing year, I tell you. Alright. The prospector's bright red steed came in at a trot real slow like. A trot. My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for Prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is, the killer intended to use Edward's car all along? Okay. Alright, well.
Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim?
A good man always die young. Remember that, partner? Could you be a little more specific?
Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right?
Well, aren't you a feisty doggy? Feisty doggy over there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness. This is Angel Star. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. And this here's the autopsy report. Oh, great.
Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all.
Nothing in common?
They apparently worked together in a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particular gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector.
But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right?
No! Thanks to 420!
Just dropping by to say love your back to the Yakuza Zero of Odds.
Yeah! Dabs! More Yakuza videos coming out soon. Whatever, I remember that they exist. Okay, hold on, wait a second.
Here to this parking lot?
So it seems, like calling it on our man to shoot out at high noon. Oh fuck! It's like Cole Cassidy says, it's high noon! I don't mean any offense, but... Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You call me out, they shoot you for that in Texas. I don't think they do! Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh really? That tells me.
But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime.
That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do with nothing important, at least.
It was nothing but a sad old cat dog. Man can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth. Edgeworth? That cat has been kicked out of his cattle run by order of the chief of police. Unless you don't realize it yet. Hey, I'm kicked out of the investigation. What? Alright, let's see. This looks like a cell phone.
Scientific analysis with justice belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to.
What's the scientific about that? Should we check it out? Right, let's check it out. Game?
phone's still on the redial screen.
Redial?
Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called.
Convenient.
Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation.
Oh, whatever. Let's check this phone out. I want to see who the owner of this phone call.
Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button.
Hey, that song, I know that song. Hey, what's going on over here? So sorry. I see, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah.
Whose phone is this anyway? I was the one on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky.
What? It's my sister's?
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixed to call someone, except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this.
Who did she call?
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now, one of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh, I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone, a wrong number.
Yay. More Ace Attorney.
Phoenix. Use your fucking head. You dumb idiot. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh, I've been sighted the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Click it again.
Good evening. Is that the Red Dead Redemption stream?
What's wrong? You look like I do during finals.
Never mind, it's nothing. What do you mean
Alright,
no need to
okay.
push that again?
Your
Push it
time is
again,
up.
Phoenix Wright!
Man, what a boring strap.
What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know.
Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know.
I see this as popular as ever with the kids. I hate this man. Fuck you, Phoenix Wright. The motherfucking autopsy report. Bruce Goodman, 36 male, date and time of the death, February between 4... between. So, no decisive time given. Wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab wound was found. B block is through there. That's where visitors park.
I can see the lunch car over there, far in the distance.
Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak.
Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy?
Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine.
A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors.
The defense attorney are regulated to B block.
I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright.
I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon.
Awesome. This rope, is it?
Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body.
So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him.
You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Oh, I thought it was just role-playing around. But now I see that it's a person! So funny! Dude, really, I just really fucking passed out there, buddy. Ooh. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted.
The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams I have money to burn.
Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Oh! What's this? Looks like a note of some sort.
Look, something's written on it.
Are you sure that's not like a 15? Well, 6-7S, I guess. $12.2.
There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman.
Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed.
Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Note to self, for deductive reasons, go to Edgeworth.Wright.
I'm sure Edward wouldn't know what this means either. Oh! I'm pretty sure it's gonna come back that it actually means something completely different. Slide to the left. Crisscross. One up this time.
So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospect tomorrow is none other than Edward himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall!
Yeah, Bambina?
How can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
Oh my god, no. Don't tell me they fucked. I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's the dry wind that's blowing through the prosecutor's office. Darwin or ill will, someone's up to something here, but who? Suspicious about Mr. Edward has been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? Oh, sorry, fucking my voice didn't switch back. He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you.
But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you'll find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? I hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina, Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky.
What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals.
What you're saying, Edgeworth was making deals to win trials?
Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it.
Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright?
I guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone.
So, you'll think we'll be okay?
Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma?
Yes?
I know that song your phone plays when it rings.
Do, 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 do.
That's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? A popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Ha ha ha! Oh god! Wait, never mind. Phoenix is actually a little smart. Oh man. You fooled me, Phoenix! At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
The detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this, like maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. We don't. We don't know what went on here. We're still stumped. What do you mean? How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas.
Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area.
Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate.
I believe in you, sis.
Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky,
Have a nice day, all Aero love.
Yo, thank you. I appreciate it.
You remind me a lot of Mia. But there's one decisive difference between you and her. Well... yeah, one of them is alive. And that is... you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. What? I'm just... my first trial without Faye helping me. No one's going to bail me out of this time. I'll be alone in there, so I have to discover the truth all by myself.
Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way.
Sorry, I gotta look at my Twitter post, see how it's doing. I'm famous! Hold on. Okay, closing that. Hello, Edgeworth! Court is now in session for the trial of Mrs. Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it on the prosecutor's office lot.
Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything.
However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well, then call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Mrs. Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen. Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Ho ho, caviar! I've never eaten a caviar before. And the judge is really wolfing it down.
And for you, I have a fiesta bowl.
Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession?
And you, sir?
Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please.
Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name, profession, now.
Me? The name is Angel Starr. Don't be forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, wait, hold on. It's a really tasty bite. Our police have provided a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
Now, what exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Mrs. Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective.
Huh? What? Mrs. Starr was a detective?
I know who you are! Cough up!
Cough up, Queen Angel Starr. Your Honor, long time no see.
Very well. You may continue with the description, Mrs. Starr. Just who is this lady?
If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks.
I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor's spaces, yes?
The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with a knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot.
And who was this valiant witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
That seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright, I can't agree on principle, Your Honor.
It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth.
Hey!
Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
If you can, then give them your worst, Mrs. Starr. Wait, are they talking about me?
Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust a pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman.
So how does it feel to be so utterly crushed?
I'm still thinking about that.
It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Very well, Miss Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. How did you know?
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy.
The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted.
Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Mrs. Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Laid off? She was fired.
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Very well, you may continue, Mrs. Starr. This boyfriend, he's a detective?
Not that boyfriend, the security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
Hey, I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. Note to self, the judge had to think before applying.
The security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with...
Oh, that would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunch boxes by car?
Since I'm a visitor now, I park in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed a crime.
Yeah, but how did you... You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder?
It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes, it was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds.
I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective?
Yes, well, he was like a young cheese.
A young cheese?
A pale white cheese, not yet tanky, with experience in the streets. A greenhorn.
No, Judge, you're not. Steroid, thank you so much for the sub. Oh, that must be hard yellowed and sharp as a tack.
Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there in the lot I felt something stirring in the back of my mind.
By Gar's car, you mean...
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
But Mr. Edgeworth's?
Incidentally, the knife was which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it?
Indeed it was. What an odd case this is. And a person you saw, you are sure was a defendant.
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her.
If he's telling the truth, we're doomed.
Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. You prosecutors are nothing more than worms, ergo, you are a biased witness.
You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
Huh? Rookie?
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me.
I'll fry you like a fritter. Fuck, she killed me! I inhaled spit while talking.
I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
That was inspiring.
I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism? I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed.
A photograph! You took this!
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap. I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera.
I suppose it's so exciting just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now?
You think I'd show it to you, prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of a criminal affairs.
Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Uh-oh, that is unmistakably Lana Skye. So what was the defendant doing at that time? Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying.
Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeruff? It is your knife, after all.
Yes, that's about right.
Prosecutors are by nature well-versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg from my egg salad surprise set.
You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean a person.
Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor?
So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late.
Too late?
Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon.
I see.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
You said it before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, Mrs. Starr's testimony is flawless. What do we do? Is my sister guilty?
Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. Okay.
B.
Fucking Christ. That's A. But where's the body in the car? And like, there's...
Howdy, Shin. Hope you're having a good day. That is all.
I'm just gonna have to test it. And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with a knife.
As I've already said, yes. I swear to my finest salmon suer lunch.
I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Mrs. Sky not holding a knife? Don't say because it's in the body. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever-feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that?
Blood splatter.
Huh?
See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat?
Well, no. It's not red. It's black and white! Yeah, exactly! Yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood.
Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here.
No problem except you.
Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse?
You got a better idea? Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies.
That's it!
If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering this jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understand it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Premeditated? How do you know that? Look at the chief prosecutor's hand in that photograph. Well, are those gloves?
Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on?
If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder, a serious offense.
Witness, add this to your testimony. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves? Like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies.
In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime.
Impressive. I'm sorry that took you off the force, Mrs. Starr. This is bad. She's got them all thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Rubber gloves prove it.
Your Honor, the prosecution is full of bullshit.
Well, the date is correct. 2/12. Sorry, I'm thinking. I'm gonna try something stupid. No, okay, that's not it. I'm loading. Nope. Start the music again. The murder was planned. Well, the only thing is, like, the only way this could be an... This is really hard. Witness, do you know what this is?
Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk.
Indeed, it is my knife. What's with this case? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony.
What's that, Rookie?
In your testimony, you stated that Lena Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon?
Oh.
This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Okay, see, that's what I thought. I was like, yeah, the fucking... The knife is in Edgeworth's car? I don't know why it's there? Plus, it's like... Plus, he wasn't there? So, it had to have been a spontaneous murder weapon? Order, order, order! Great, now the tide is turning in our favor.
Good show, Mr. Wright. My sister's good as free.
No, not really. Right, yes, honey? I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. But what? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah! The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Sky, murdered the detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution needs to prove. Nothing else.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought.
How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
Really now? Okay.
Lana Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office.
Nope. She didn't.
I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again.
Also, nope. Only did it once. You dumb bitch. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, does it not?
So if I order pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. I'm gonna do the first one. Oh my god, 28 stab wounds! I mean, I should probably still press just for the dialogue options, but I really want to prove her wrong so badly. You said that, but you haven't told us how you know.
That's what I'm about to tell you, Rookie.
I believe what she just said was a mere prelude to the story. Try not to interrupt her again.
Rookie. Never interrupt the
storyteller. A storyteller makes up shit!
It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half-baked.
Something's half-baked here, right? And it's you. Try not to confuse the defense witness. They're not very quick on their feet. Now, why did you believe the suspect had intentions to murder the victim?
Her actions speak for themselves.
You have no proof that Mrs. Sky called him there.
You have no proof that she didn't.
Mr. Edgeworth, thoughts? There is no record of call made on the defendant, Mrs. Lana Sky's phone.
She might have written him a letter.
Come on, you could have tried public phone first at least. In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office where he was murdered. I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness?
Why do you think it was the suspect who summoned the victim that day?
Alright, which one am I gonna do first? What kind of grudge?
Well, I wouldn't know that.
Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge.
Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. Now what's inside?
How am I supposed to know? Are you giving me fucking Schrodinger's lunchbox? It's Schrodinger's lunchbox.
A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels, don't you agree?
Oh, I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty. This judge isn't very good with metaphors. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us your basis for thinking this?
It's simple.
A human machine? That's a contradiction. Please. Can you find fault with something of substance, Mr. Wright?
Not to self. Mr. Edwards' size smell like citrus fruit.
You say again and again. How many times did she stab him exactly?
We often say chop into 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean 1,000 pieces. What difference does it make if the deed is done?
Yeah. Let's just say she stabbed him several... Mr. Wright...
The short book burns out the fastest inside. Wonder what. Okay, which one? Obviously, more scientific testing is required.
Okay. Nope. I am about to end this woman's fucking career. Okay, first of all, let's do the last one first.
Where is it?
You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that.
Oh, are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise.
I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Mrs. Starr. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Oh, ha! You're right! Good show, Mr. Edgeworth!
What a hunk!
Yep.
He's my hero, really.
What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness?
You got the crime scene set, right?
Oh, thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible.
So you're saying you mistook something for blood?
When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. First of all, I'm gonna go back. Alright. Wait, does this not work? What? But I have the proof that she caught. Oh, wait, no. Oh. Duh, she could have called earlier, which is why it didn't work. My bad. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. What? What the fuck? First of all, what is a muffler? It's like a scarf? Oh, yeah, there is none, you dummy. Mrs. Starr, I demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. Edgeworth! Stop taking our proof! Shut up! This is my job. And you proved it yourself with this photograph.
Huh? But that can't be!
Only professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations, perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. What is going on? Whose side are you on, Edgeworth? Jesus Christ! Harsh words, but good.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails.
What was my ejection chopped liver?
But it was their scarf. No, not that, but something red. Really?
Well, now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business.
What?
Very well. Witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least.
We couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. Did you just read my mind? The part where your sister stabs the victim.
Something tells me the pretty lady is a suspaka.
Protagonists think out loud? Maybe. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Emma's reading the subs!
After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind the partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested...
No, you didn't. That's what had me confused. You're quite determined about the scarf, aren't you? That's me, Angel Star. That was a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake.
Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten.
No thanks.
Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites.
I think everybody is weak to poisonous snake bites.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside and nicked over an oil drum.
An oil drum? Hard to imagine.
Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr.
Very well, Mr. Wright, you're crossing the... I'm gonna test something real fast. Hold on, let me quickly save. I just wanna test something. Okay, so this doesn't count. But it doesn't make sense. She said she was on the other side. Okay, game. There's probably a fucking turn, like a one-way ticket around this somehow. So where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means... See, like, she said she was over here, right? How did she get over there? There's, like, a divider here. How did she get there? That's right. Yeah, how did she get through there? There was a wall there, about 6 feet high.
She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do.
And what did you do then? You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect?
As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time.
Maybe I should press her for... Yes. No, press her. I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. How did she get through there? Is that correct, Mrs. Starr?
Yes, that's right.
But there was a chain link fence in front of you.
I went over it, of course.
The cough-up queen lunch lady athlete indeed.
It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. She couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast.
Yeah. That fence was about 9 foot high, too. So how did Mrs. Sky not get away? She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say?
If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony.
Cheeky.
Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler.
But muffler could also be like a car thing, though. A muffler is also a car. Like, it belongs to a car. Just that one word. So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else.
Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone.
Her phone? She can't mean... By phone, do you mean the cell phone discovered at the crime scene?
Yes, ultimately.
Ultimately.
My memory is like a salmon heading upstream, you see.
No, the court doesn't see, Mrs. Starr.
The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall.
On the wall? That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall.
Apparently it was out of order.
And so she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing with this. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? We should of course add this to your testimony.
The thing is, I do to please this rookie defense attorney.
That means after this trial, we have to go and check the muffler. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? Aha, I was going to ask the same thing.
I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. She picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time, you climbed over the fence. Climbed over the chain link fence. Then when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone.
And you saw her doing this?
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Hold on. But that doesn't make sense, ma'am. There's a wall there. I'll just have to do it. Mrs. Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Mrs. Lana Sky. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias.
Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago.
Well, Mrs. Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this?
I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up.
Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Mrs. Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was in the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in the B block, you couldn't have seen it! Order, order! What was the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question? Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Mrs. Sky used the emergency phone before the murder. Oh, I see. I hadn't thought of that. That took the wind out of her sails.
Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory, but why would anyone use the emergency phone before the murder?
Just when you think he can't sink any lower, he amazes. I applaud you, Mr. Wright. Did I fuck up? Uh-oh. Oops.
You ordered the orange peel lunchbox, right?
Oh no! No! Oh, one more try! Shit! Oops! Oopsie! My bad! Full on L moment! It's obviously what she saw. I'm gonna save. I feel like an idiot. She lied about what she saw. In other words, she didn't see Mrs. Sky using that emergency phone. It does seem hard to imagine how she could have. Very logical. Damn, I have to go to load. Ah, yes! The fucking first try, baby! Wow, guys, I didn't know that this game was so easy. First try, let's go! Mrs. Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Mrs. Star to lie about it. Pointless to lie, I see. But say the witness did actually see Mrs. Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Mrs. Star witnessed the crime from a different location. A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I've ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Honestly, this entire game is just like Edgeworth and Phoenix playing a puzzle game, co-op puzzle game together. And honestly, I'm here for it. A very gay puzzle game. Enemies to lovers puzzle game. Let me ask a question to undercover wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. Probably the secure... No? Well, I would assume the security room. But, so her car was over here and photographed that. She could have been down here, or she could have been in the security room. Well, I can't save. It won't let me. This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room. Indeed, the security room is the underground parking lot as well positioned. It's built on a second floor, so you can see the entire lot. Ah, so she would have been able to see the emergency phone from here. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime in the back of the petition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Mrs. Starr?
How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today, a man has got the better of Angel Star.
Order! Order! Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better.
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails.
The guilty, is she talking about Mrs. Sky?
Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Mrs. Starr lie? It doesn't make sense. She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything.
Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands. It still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else?
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know.
Mrs. Starr witnessed a crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. Huh? I don't know what this means. Maybe distance to the crime? It's either one of the two because difference of lighting is stupid. I don't know, maybe distance? It changes the distance between here and the scene of the crime. Yeah, I don't know what they mean by this. She could see. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is time would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Mrs. Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Mrs. Sky? Oh. Okay. Yes.
You ordered the squid wheels, right?
The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible.
I was bringing a PB&J lunch with freshly boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Oh, boysenberry for the boyfriend.
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed a crime from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it.
That makes no sense.
That's why I had to go through the visitors' parking in B block.
That's quite a detour.
It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
5 minutes?
But the crime between Edgeworth parking his car and the crime happening was 3 minutes. Wait.
So confusing. Wait.
What? What? No, that has nothing to do with it.
Oh my god, my brain's breaking. This case is killing my brain.
But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence.
I swear to my finest plastic spork. Okay, that's pretty high, guys. I'm just saying. That's a pretty high price. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention.
Would you like another caviar lunch?
Absolutely. Uh-oh.
Miss Wright, you have to do something.
I'm a little confused. Those 5 minutes that she's saying, that's when the car came in, and then 5 minutes later, like she claims, that doesn't make sense.
Objection!
5 minutes between the witness of the murder and then her ass. Think about it. Phoenix, it's not what I meant.
I've got lunchbox and Thai pasta into knots, Ricky.
A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Mrs. Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Wait, so I'm not the one presenting the evidence? Alright, game, you made me think for no reason! What? Well, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edward is the next witness ready to go. Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history.
We did it. We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright.
That was too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. Thank you, E-Kill. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. And with that, court is adjourned.
Mr. Edward, you ordered the squid wheels, right?
That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say?
I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence.
What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Mrs. Starr.
Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Woohoo! A triple-decker! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. I'm gonna be right back and use the bathroom. I gotta pee. Out of frustration. up, fuckers?
Ma'am, you committed several crimes today. How do you plea? I plea lunchbox, Your Honor. Oh, food, you're good to go.
All right. Let's figure this one out.
Like the lunch lad motto says, you won't be disappointed.
What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? Hold on, I gotta drink so much.
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe, I did not bring this up.
What?
Two types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. The other blood type matched that of the defendant, Mrs. Lana Sky.
But she wasn't stabbed. What? There was blood found on that shoe?
Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs.
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
And you had blood tests performed?
Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends and 4 sinks.
In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
What?
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, the shoe has already been tested by a member of the Four Sinks department. As you can see, it was proved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged.
Very well, Miss Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Before we cross-examine the witness, I'm going to look at this shoe.
Ah, there's blood here too! On the sole of the shoe, it's got to be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. All this blood, it's horrible. This blood, it's my sister's, right?
It appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime.
Poor sis.
What did you lie about those 5 minutes?
I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results.
The results?
How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing.
Then why didn't you just tell the truth?
Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book.
But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Mrs. Starr. Let's just go get this over. Really? And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime?
I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive.
So like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with the shoe.
I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen.
I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now tell us what you did next. So you brought it into the Forward Sinks department.
If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a Forward Sinks expert.
And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. This shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it.
Well, the man was stabbed after all.
And that blood belonged to the Detective Goodman?
As I said, there were 2 types of blood found in the shoe.
You can't say for sure the blood belongs to the defendant with a blood test.
You claim to know something about blood tests, Sirky? Well, speak up.
Well, blood comes in 4 types, ABO and AB. However... That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright.
Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow any samples of blood down to just one person. Or so I hear.
That's pretty specific.
If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt that could be anyone's but Miss Lana Sky's.
But the word of mouth is not evidence. That ties it directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I can't let this evidence go without a fight.
You ordered a peppered fish guts. Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe?
A problem? Hiding evidence like there's nothing sly about a lawyer using the law as a weapon. I should probably have said yes. Hold on. If I'm not imagining things, I say there's one critical problem with this evidence, a clear contradiction.
That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, Ricky. I give you a peppered fish, but now you couldn't take the heat, could you?
Let's hear what Miss Wright has to say. What is the contradictory about the victim's shoe? The fact that the suspect stepped in the blood. I wonder if you noticed, there's blood on the bottom of this shoe.
Don't mess with me, Ricky. It'll be your blood in the bottom of my shoe.
Huh, indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about the blood on the bottom of his shoe? Wait. I'm a little confused. What? I'm so confused. Is this her shoe or his shoe? His. Okay. But there is no blood on the floor? Well, I can't. That's up. The problem lies in the footprint.
The footprint?
Now that the bottom of the victim's shoes is covered in blood, then isn't it strange? Why weren't any blood footprints found by the scene of the crime? No-huh. As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order, order, order! Well, witness!
What? Get going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of footprint is a contradiction? But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint.
Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright, think.
Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions.
What?
I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There's no vital hint to the truth in her testimony. There's one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr.
Okay. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh, that, I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the showest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
Witness! Well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water.
Water? What does that mean?
Still don't get it, Mr. Wright.
Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? No, not the... Aha! You don't mean... Okay. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. That doesn't even make any sense. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why, that's the prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence.
That reminds me, Mrs. Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she'd cut herself when she stabbed him?
So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe?
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please!
What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it. But... Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well.
But Angel Star is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water.
This court finds the defendant, Mrs. Lana Sky. Huh?
Little girl, what did you just say? Huh, me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well...
What the fuck is going on?
I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox, a lunchbox called evidence.
Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court.
Your threats don't scare the cop up, Queen. Look at this.
I see it. It's in the muffler. Something's in the muffler. Something's in the muffler. Or whatever that is.
I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that a white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
I see no room for error in this evidence.
Mr. Wright, wait, look at that asphalt in the photo.
Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all.
It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia.
Right. Wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end.
This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Objection!
Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdict in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, right. Are you saying there's a problem with the last piece of evidence? Yeah. I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright.
I don't know if this is right, but I'm gonna press it anyways.
The problem in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf or any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also a part in a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as a part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see! And I see! What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing, absolutely nothing.
Sorry, Mrs. Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony.
What?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Mrs. Starr, recall your testimony for the court.
Yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused my earlier testimony. Muffler.
Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. What the fuck is happening? Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings.
Suspend?
I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any questions unanswered, here we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed?
I suppose so.
Yeah, that was a close one. But we made it, at least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime, after all.
He's still hungry?
She really did own herself, didn't she? Hold on, I gotta eat one more piece of candy. Wow. Alright.
Mr. Wright.
Huh, what?
Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface? But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there.
Pretty much, except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Probably something to do with the piece of cloth.
So this is when we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. Oh my god. They say you show a ray of cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I saw a youngin' at least. Youngin' at least.
Officer Marshall!
Thought I'd come take a look at, see how they've got the home range locked down tighter than a fort in the enemy territory. That hurt to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. He wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. Now don't just beat all. I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth seen it too, I reckon.
What does that mean?
In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf.
So, Mrs. Storm wasn't mistaken.
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns, and sometimes you gotta let the bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this.
So what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
If it's steak sauce, it can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee! What the fuck is that guy on? I'd like to resume? What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Hey, Edgeworth, you good, buddy? Is he good? He's fucking malding. Something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowing brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's... It can't be. This can't happen.
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
I wonder if her scarf is in the muffler. Well then, I believe it is time to continue on with this trial. This is unacceptable! It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself.
Excuse me? Knock knock?
Who's there? What's with this guy? Why does he look like a... Never mind. With the hairstyle, I was like, he looks like a Goron. Weirdly enough. A strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom.
Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
What on earth is he? Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm late, Eugene. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, Eugene. I have been so much these days. Hello. I've been so busy. Busy, smizzy, Eugene, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed.
Eugene seems to be his nickname for the judge.
I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Oh, so you're Righto! The attorney boy! I've heard good things about you, son! Thanks. If there's one thing I like about the art style of this game, is just, I adored the pupils. Like the swirly pupils. They look so good. Sorry about a worry getting you all in trouble, eh? You know we should all go swimming together sometime, jolly! Little Worthy. Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's a top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Name's Gant! Damon Gant! Pleased to meet you, everyone! Damon Gant? Damon Gant. Damon Gant. Damon?
TTS says, Damon Gant.
So I understand that it probably means demon? But what is the second one? I don't get the joke for this name. Demon Gent. Damon Gent. So, what do we do? What do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's Rivy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's
My sister's muffler!
so Mrs. Starr wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Mrs. Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe! Oh, little Rivy's car, no less. What the fuck is this trial? It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Hey Damon, cover up slut.
Why is there a muffler and a muffler? Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth! How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigations are the slacks, how do you expect us to do our job? Now wait a minute, Harvey! I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. Ooh, Wedgeworth. The man's a little bit fucked, isn't he? There's no mistaking that signature is there, Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had... Oh. They're legitimately trying to frame Edgeworth. They're trying to frame both prosecutors. Can you stop playing with your hair like that? It makes me uncomfortable. Your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. You didn't even want that award. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious?
I get to catch the stream. I love the first video.
Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edward at a loss for words.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first.
Yes?
Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it for me, I wonder?
Yes, well,
I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Miss Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore.
Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up. Oh, what the f... Okay. Wow! Don't scare- Wait, hold on.
Everybody say, lose your overlap.
Why is Phoenix such bottom?
I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade, the tip is broken off. And a stark red stain, blood. Oh! This was hidden in the muffler. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself.
I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife? Sure thing, not a problem, not a little one, really! This knife is special, but I can't say how here, unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do it.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean? Are you also stupid? No connection? A cab.
We weren't in any shape to do any investigation. A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess! The time of the crime, 5:15, scary coincidence, huh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective?
What?
That's hush information, Hunji. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
Wait a second, you said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Order! Anyway, we're at the department. We're all flustered, as you might as well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
Don't tell anyone. In a courtroom.
I think we understand the police department situation.
2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
Very well, however, keep your questions focused on the case at hand.
The knife is special, but that doesn't make sense. You're withholding information. Excuse me, special?
Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else.
Might that special thing be this little tag?
I'm sorry, Roto, but I can't say that now. No, it's not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Hold on. Sorry, hi, hello, my bad. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? Well, it's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on in the department I can't explain! What? It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Raito!
Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can.
I knew it, it's a tag.
There's a small tag on the knife. It says SL92. What's that supposed to mean?
I'm not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code. DL6 maybe? It's a case number?
That's weird.
What?
I don't remember where, but I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't that long ago either.
Yeah. I know I should probably... Wait a second! I lost honest to Gotna's objection! This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? An honest to goodness, what do you mean from Uji? This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7s, 12-2. Your Honor, it's upside down. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right upside down. But turn it around and what do you get? Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9, that's the same thing that's written on the knife tag. Order, order, well, Chief? Oh, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag, you win, righto! I win? What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in a case and was stolen from the department's evidence room. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but I did not read that. It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good shot, little Worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car.
Hard to think there isn't a connection there.
That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do any investigating. Okay. Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, righto, my boy. Sharp hungry. So something did happen. Oops, I clicked out of the game. And why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? But why didn't you ask? Don't matter. I understand. You were busy with that Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? A detective was killed at the police department. See what a mess. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact! Surprising, isn't it, Uji? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case. Well, first of all, we gotta get this one. Oh, good one! This kid's sharp! Yeah, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing, and only one thing only. Well, I mean, they said at the exact same time. How the victim was killed, obviously with a knife wound. And hold on, I'm gonna save. Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It's what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife. A knife? That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit we're cooking now! But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. It seems like I'm going to have to press this a bit harder. Hold it! 5:15. But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances?
Coincidence. This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening.
Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident. How can you say there's no connection? Oh, because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You understand? Try to understand, Righto. Well, if you can prove there is a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, I'd better find it and get to the bottom of this. Police department, I can't make coincidence. The knife. What do you mean it was stolen? But that doesn't make sense. Wait, but that doesn't make sense. What do you mean? Oh wait, I'm fucking stupid. The other way around. Duh. No, my bad. That's my bad. 100%. My brain just turned off. Nice. Good show where it was a murder weapon. Oh, from a case long since solved. Oh, okay, never mind then. I don't... Yeah, this is actually killing my brain, this one. Well, obviously. Yeah, this one I don't think I'm getting because it's actually hurting my brain. Oh my god, I don't know. But... No. Okay. I was wondering, like, hey, they were having this there, so... I don't know. Oh, man. I'm actually, like, I'm not figuring this one out. Wahoo! Take this! This is happening! Work of art, baby! Guys, I'm actually not getting it. I don't even have a hunch. This is actually killing me. I have pressed them for everything. Stolen evidence of murder. I didn't think you could do that again! I can't see where the corpse was found, but I can see the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. In the evidence room? The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? There's the connection between the two cases. Happy we just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. Wait, what? Am I just supposed to present the knife now? No, okay, I don't... I'm so confused. That just confused me more. god, I feel like an idiot. I don't understand. Oh my god, I feel like such an idiot. Okay, no, okay, 15. Was killed in the another detective was killed at the police department. But I don't get it. If it was... Ugh. Oh my god. Froob is running. Oh my god. Oh my god. I know that. Oh my god, I'm so confused. That's not it. I don't know what I'm supposed to present here.
I'm sorry, guys. I feel so stupid. I don't understand. I don't understand. Evidence in the case.
Well, obviously it's probably the SL. I mean, I assume they said that. No. Fucking Christ. I thought since it said that it's in the muffler.
Scrubbin-chan gifted a tier 1 sub to Spartan 459.
I think I need to lay down and sleep, dude.
Scrubbin-chan gifted a tier 1 sub to Emerald 3.
Bro, what? Ever? Really? You don't say! Well, Alpha and Wright, what's your connection? As always, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard.
Scrubbin-chan gifted a tier 1 sub to Pongo 1970.
The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed, there do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. You two make a good pair! It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right there! I mean, they are married. Chief, I request you release your information on the victim to the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information? Unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really?
Who would have guessed?
If you're going to tell us little, why not tell us everything? Well, case of rush is sticky stuff, you have to do everything properly. Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Okay, how about the gender of the victim?
You want to know that? Okay, a hint.
Let's first chance not female. Aha, he was a guy.
But I tell you, the boy's sharp.
I mean, could also be non-binary.
Stop goofing around, Mr. Wright. This is serious business.
Sorry, Your Honor. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number?
Sure. Why not? It's like you're able to tell you who it is from that.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go grading your hopes up.
The number is 584.
Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts.
82. I can't even get the first number right. This tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does, I think.
Meaning?
It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean?
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number was of the detective who was murdered at the police department. Tells you something. Yeah, here.
What? Oh my god.
Oh, thank God. I almost ended my stream on accident.
I accidentally moved my mouse over, and for some reason on OBS, you can just end the stream without it like prompting you if you want to end the stream. The stop streaming button is really big, and you can click on it and the stream would just be done. And I clicked accidentally on the start recording button, which is right below stop streaming. That was close. Also, yeah, so they murdered him, put him in Edgeworth's car.
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
No, it's just, I got confused.
And this is news?
Let's come out with it, guns blazing, like you always do. I'm gonna kiss you. The police department, the prosecutor's office, 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time? Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Oh ho, is it yours?
No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman.
Shame on you, Wright! Our personal IDs are top secret!
Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189.
And? This means what exactly? Huh? Wait! That ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I forgot.
Did you even get the first number right? Again! The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, Wright. What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that?
Oh, sharp as a tack, right? How sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot.
Yet a detective, Bruce Goodman, was also killed at a police department. in the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible! So what we're saying is the same person was killed at the same time and in a completely different location. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, doesn't it?
Order, Chief, what does this mean?
No. What I want to know is why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case.
Now, just wait a second, Worthy. Don't need to get flustered.
Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
Wait, I said wait. Or did you hear me? The oversight, a grave error? Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours.
What? How dare?
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news.
Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha!
Excuse me, Mr. Edward, but anywhere on the premise. I'm here, sir, at the request of Chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident.
Detective Bruscum brought in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report.
Why didn't your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged.
In any case, this is a serious error, gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy.
But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I...
Not such like this time, Murphy. Or should I say, unworthy.
What?
Now, what was the second rule of evidence law?
Mr. Wright?
Huh? Well, it's, Rule 2. Unrestricted evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant?
Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial.
I feel genuinely bad for Edgeworth right now. He's being fucking ping-ponged around like a motherfucker. They're genuinely framing him, I'm pretty sure.
This report wasn't on that list. So what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Righto over here. Good job, Righto, my boy.
Huh? I was just doing my job? No. No!
It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Murphy. That will all fit all those rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened if it's the last thing I do.
You'd better get results this time, really.
You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. Actually, yes there has. Literally, you being in the seat is an error by itself. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned.
Well, I've been live for 4 hours, and my throat is fucking killing me. So this is where I'm going to end it for today. also, because it is GDQ time and Froob is running like a dragon, I want to support him, so I'm going to raid GDQ because I want to support my boy. He is currently running like a dragon, and he's doing a bunch of adjustments because the computers at GDQ are too good. He had to make a bunch of adjustments because the things are too good. Alright, I hope you had fun though today. I appreciate all of you watching, even though I am a fucking idiot, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.